Hello, my treasures. It's time for a Deadman to come arising with a Deadman, Jailer, Warrior. As you can see, I had 3 different variants of this deck, but I felt like showcasing the version that allows you to go infinite with Deadman hand as much as humanly possible is going to make for the best viewing experience. Basic idea is once you have 2 Deadman hands in your hand, along with a multicaster and some type of removal tools, you can place down the Jailer to empty out your deck so you can start to infinitely loot whatever control tools you had access to using a combination of Deadman hand and the multicaster. And in order to try to maximize the amount of card draw you can get off of each individual multicaster, we are going to be using the Sunwell, so we have ways to get additional schools of magic that we wouldn't normally have in Warrior. However, there are 2 warnings that I have to give with this deck. The first one is this deck is incredibly hard to actually play. There were a lot of games, especially when I was streaming, where I lost the game by making one really dumb mistake. The other warning I need to give is some of these replays might have Blood Razor instead of the Outrider's Axe, but I ended up wanting the additional draw power of the Axe, which is why I ended up going with it in the end. For the Mulligan guide of the deck, you basically are looking for early game removal tools or AoEs. For example, things like Bash are really great to keep in your opening hand. Same thing can be said about Frozen Bulker if you have a Shield Shatter in the hand too. Shield Block can be really good if you have a Shield Slam. And finally, things like Rancor and Brawl can also be really good so you can actually get rid of your entire opponent's board. Ignatius Lava Gorger is also probably the only minion that I would consider keeping in my opening hand, as this will allow you to get a bunch of armor really quickly. With that all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, time for a game against Druid. Ooh, I actually like this hand a lot. I'm gonna get rid of everything besides the Brawl and the Bulker. The reason why I'm doing it like this is because, of course, we're going to get the second Brawl. Oh, and I also realize I am not using one of each of the golden and non-golden version of Brawl for some weird reason. Most of the time when I'm making a deck, I end up using one of each just so I get a little bit less frustrated with drawing the exact same card in my mulligan, but it is what it is. Looks like it's probably going to be Ramp Druid, which means a lot of this in our hand isn't really going to do much. We're just going to hero power. Okay, so they're going to hero power themselves. I mean, we're gaining... Oh, perfect, Sunwell. Do I want to use that this turn? Yeah, why not? Might as well use that so we don't burn a card. Pyroblast could be incredibly funny with our loop, because if we do get the 2 Deadman hands while we have the Pyroblast in hand, we basically have infinite 10 damage per turn. Probably not the best thing you could infinitely loop there, but I'll take it. Okay, let's use the Outrider Axe here. Now, the Outrider Axe was a late addition to the deck. You could try out a Blood Razor instead. I liked the Blood Razor just because it allowed you to have a little bit of extra AoE damage, but I think the additional draw power on the Axe might be way more important. And this does also allow you to draw an additional card off of the Forge in Flames. Okay, so we have 10 cards in hand. Honestly, we might want to use that just to get it out of the way, empty out the hand a little bit. Wild Growth, so they are ramp. It's a nice thing to know. A multicaster. We really just need the 2 Deadman hands and the Jailer, and then we can start this loop to go around and around. Okay, there's a Jury Rig Carpenter. Okay, gaining 2 more mana crystals. I don't mind them actually playing that, just means we can actually get an additional draw. Oh, perfect, the Jailer. Okay, we're getting closer to combo. Let's kill this just to be safe. We have 10 cards in hand. We can put down Smite, I guess, just to do 8 damage to face. I almost actually want to cut out the Smite for an additional minion, and that was a huge misplay because I forgot we had the stupid location. Oh well. You live and you learn, I guess. Hey, they're gonna... This is where I wish I had the Blood Razor still. We do have Rancor, though, which is actually kind of funny. Okay, Phelan. Yeah, let's clear out everything. We don't have 10 cards in hand, so let's just hero power up. Okay, that's an additional draw for us. I'm really curious what cards they could have in hand. The funny thing is, Druid doesn't really have any way to deal with the Jailer. So if we get the Jailer online, we're actually in an incredibly good position. We have 10 cards in hand, 1 Deadman hand. Let's put down Phelan just to draw into a card real quick. See what we can grab. Of course, the second axe. Just what we wanted to see. I mean, it is additional draw power, so I can't complain too much about it. Okay, a second Wildheart Guff. Bit annoying, but fine. Okay, so they silenced a minion. That doesn't really care about being silenced. Okay, what do we want to do here? We want to do something where we can empty out our hand a little bit. I would love to put out the Jailer, but it isn't going to work. Oh, shield block. Let's draw in our card. Oh, perfect. We can go full combo next turn. That's actually pretty nice. And I don't really care about burning anything, so why not, I guess. Wait, is that their third Wild Heart? Oh, I guess it's their second. I was getting them confused. I remembered they had multiple in this game. I thought the first one was the second. My bad. Shield shattered. That's not bad. Okay, let's burn everything. Then we can go full combo next turn. We are going to allow them to do some face damage here, though. Mainly because I want the shield shatter to go back into the deck. Because we can Deadman hand, multicaster, and then draw a bunch of cards. That's a funny card to have when you can't target our own minions. A little bit too late there. So, let's go full combo for round 1. Use the Bulker. Use the Shield Shatter. I honestly don't know how many cards we're going to draw off of this multicaster, so let's see. 1. Ooh. Okay, only 2. Then go face. I really wanted to go infinite with Rakara one game, but I sadly never had it happen. The closest I had it almost happen, I burned it, which was really, really annoying. Okay, so they're going to put down a Seedsman. Then they're going to use their hero power to draw a card. They're at 10 mana. Don't know what they could have in hand to actually stop us at this point. Oh, too bad. We just eat the Sire with some immune minions. Okay, they're going to shuffle things back to their deck. Did they think they had another copy of Sire or something? Wait, did they have a second copy of Sire? I mean, we're going to kill the Sire just to kill the Sire. Okay, let's see what... Oh, Deadman hand. We can go infinite again. Let's kill that, just to be safe. We'll kill the 3-2, also to be safe. Getting a third Brawl in our hand. Just going to go face, and then go face. And then we win next turn. Okay, I wonder what they're looking for, because we have a bunch of damage on board. I mean, we can't win next turn, because we do need the mana for the shield slams, I guess. Oh, we could win next turn. We just need to armor up. Not really armor up, but close enough. And then I miss lethal. Could have had it this turn, but oh well. Let's shuffle everything into the deck again. Use shield shatter, go face. Oh, and they give up. Okay, time for a game against Priest. Okay, Lava Gorger, Brawl, Gorge in the Flame. Let's get rid of those two. I don't think it's going to be absolutely necessary. Deadman hand's not terrible to see. I don't technically like seeing it in an open hand, but don't mind it either. There was one game on stream where I made the mistake of keeping a minion alive, and if I hadn't made that mistake, I would have won that game so easily. But they snowballed so quickly because of it. Well, we're just going to armor up because we have nothing else to do. Probably what we're going to have to do for the next 2 turns, to be honest, unless we top deck something like Bash. so we're gonna go, or they're gonna go face. Of course, we get the second weapon. I really don't like the fact that they have so many minions out on board, especially because I know it is Naga at this point. I think the next deck I'm going to do is Heritage Mage, maybe. Depends on how... Ooh, that's kind of cool, but I'm going to get rid of the 3-2. Draw a card, Shield Slam, perfectly. We could use the Frozen Bulker in combination with the Shield Slam if we really feel like it. You'd be amazed of how well that the Sunwell actually feels in this deck. That was the other thing I really wanted to try to maybe get a replay of, was a Deadman hand where we're just keep repeating Sunwell over and over again. But sadly, I never got it, to be honest. Oh, that's more removal. And we could also see what's at the bottom of our deck. Huh. Let's grab Brawl, because I have a feeling that's going to be better in the near future. We can kill 2 of these minions here. Sunwell's 3 cost, which is pretty nice. So they haven't really played anything to buff up their minions. They just had a lot of minions, which is actually a pretty good sign for us. Okay, Brawl. We knew we were getting the Brawl. I don't think we need to use it yet. I think this only gives us 3 cards. Let's use the Bash and then use the Sunwell. We might burn a card, and it looks like we are going to, so we're not going to attack with our weapon. I really want to attack into that. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's burn a card. Forge in the Flame, and that's actually a perfect thing to burn, especially because we generated a second one randomly. Gotta love when that happens. Only downside is we only really got Fire School, Arcane, and a Nature. So basically we make our multicaster draw 4, I think, max? No, 5. This game will actually draw 5, which is actually kind of insane. Entire reason why it's in this deck in the first place. It's still pretty insane to get it to draw 5. Okay, we burn Mr. Smite. I don't actually mind burning Mr. Smite, to be honest. Let's try to make something live here. Can we get it? Perfect. 1 in 5 chance. Never fails. So they'll randomly generate something here. Okay, 6/6. We have this. We can draw an additional card if we really feel like it. Let's see what we grab. Oh, Bash would have been nice. A card earlier. Let's use Frozen Bulker and use a Bash. Because I want to kind of set up the Forge in Flames for next turn. Don't have anything really cool. Okay, Holy Smite doesn't do anything. Okay, Serpent Wig. They used all their gas super early on. This is just going to be a long game because of how this deck actually plays. So, Ranker. Let's draw a card. Ooh, Jailer, 1 turn early. Let's draw another card. Let's draw a 3rd card. And use Explosive Trap. Or Explosive Rune. Perfect. Just like what we want to see. Ooh, Multicaster. We're getting really close to combo. Let's use Phelan just to get it out of our hand. And get this also out of our hand. Then we can draw 3. Anything cool? Second Deadman hand. Oh, I don't want to use the Shield Shatter, but we're probably going to have to. Oh, actually, no, we don't. We should have Hero Power. There we go. We have full combo. We will destroy the Colossus minions that we just put at the bottom of the deck, but we still have full combo. All we're missing is a armor gain in hand, I think. And I might be a little bit greedy this game. I don't remember for a fact. If we can get some type of armor gain, we're in a super good position. Okay, Serpent Wig, Handmaiden. Of course. I don't actually mind Theatar being burned, to be honest. Okay, what do we want to do here? Let's use Ranker. Let's use this to get rid of that. Because I don't really technically want those in my hand. Oh, we do have armor gain. Ranker serves as armor gain if we get the killing blow. I don't know why I didn't realize that right away, but oh well. Shadow Word Devour. I'm gonna see how these games actually get edited together, because if they're longer than 20 minutes just by the two of them, I might not have a third game for this video. Really depends on how I'm actually feeling. Okay, Shield Slam's actually pretty nice with the Brawl. We can devolve their entire board, get rid of a lot of the buffs. Ooh, that's actually a pretty nice thing. Let's use the Rancor to get rid of most of their board, leaving up the 4/1 that can't actually attack. The Handmaiden to draw 3. Yeah, there's a lot of really fun, wacky decks that I can try out now that a lot of things have rotated back in. Coin Rogue using the Spectral Pillager might be fun. Heritage Mage using Siluracum or whatever it's called to get the lowest copy or lowest minion in your hand. Lots of little fun ideas like that. Questline Druid, since I haven't done that in a while. Actually, I might have done Questline Druid relatively recently. I actually don't remember at this point. Okay, they have a wide board. There's the second Shield Shatter. Okay, let's use that. I'm gonna keep the other one in hand. Probably should have honestly played the Jailer before doing that, but that's a little bit of my bad. Getting the 2/8 out of the way though, so we have actual space for our other minions, is technically the worst idea in the world. Okay, it's been quite a while since I've done Questline Druid. I might actually try that again. I thought it was a lot later than that. Sooner, I don't know. Because it's been since April, it looks like. The Queen's Trove is forbidden. That isn't going to do anything for you, my friend. It's time to infinitely loop and draw 5, the perfect loop. Just keep on going over and over and over again until we win. Let's use that. Let's use one of these. So that. And then pass the turn back. And we win next turn if they don't give up. Can't stop, won't stop, Deadman. Maybe Quest Druid will be a fun deck to try out. Okay, time for a game against Mage. Honestly, this hand doesn't look bad if it wasn't against Mage. Okay, the Brawl, I don't really necessarily need. So they are 30 cards. That doesn't really tell me much. There's a lot of different decks it could be with it being 30 cards. I also haven't done Reno in a while, I don't think. Have I? Oh, I guess I have. Just going to Hero Power. Night Cloak Sanctum doesn't really do much. We can coin out the Ignis, but I don't really want to do that. We're just going to be safe. Aw, Arthas. I don't know how useful Arthas actually is, but still kind of cute to see the card. Would be cool if they just ended up bringing him back. Ooh, Sunwell. I mean, the Shield Shatter would have been fine, but we already have the Shield Shatter in hand. And it isn't like they're going to be playing a lot of minions, it doesn't look like. Really curious of what type of Mage deck this is going to be. I don't really want to do a Mage deck again. I do have a fun idea for it. I have a lot of fun ideas for a lot of the stuff that's actually out right now. Okay, let's do that. We can coin out the Rancor. 6 armor. We're up to 20 armor already. Gotta love this Control Warrior. Frostweave. 2 minions. That's fine. Okay, I wonder what that's actually going to be. And I wonder if this is the game where I accidentally played into a counterspell with the stupid Sunwell. Oh, okay, it isn't that game. Let's get some cards in our... Oh, perfect Another Deadman hand, exactly what we kind of want. Not really, technically. I'd rather not have a third copy of it, to be honest, but makes our combo a lot easier to pull off. It also means we can shuffle the same cards into our deck at additional time. Oh, perfect. Full combo already. Let's use this to try to see what it is. Okay, so it wasn't Counterspell. I'm assuming I'm going to be dumb and try to play this, but it's going to be not Objection. That leaves what? Ice Barrier and the really bad Castle Nathria secret that I can't remember its name right now. They are going to clear out our board. We do have the Theatar for next turn. Do we want a Theatar here? Yeah, let's Theatar. Got nothing else to do. I don't like any of these cards. We'll grab Cone of Cold. I guess Shield Slam is what I'm going to give them just because I'd rather have the draw power in the Deadman hand. Really all we need right now is a multicaster, then we got Infinite Loop. Well, outside of the Jailer. Shield Block. Cone of Cold allows us to freeze everything out. Let's draw a card. More armor. I love this. Too bad we don't have a way to give the Theatar taunt. Would have been real nice. Hey, they're going to freeze out our board. Jaina's going to be a little bit annoying. I did want to do a Jailer Paladin deck, but I ended up coming up with this one instead. Since I know someone did something with the Uther Death Knight card. Deadman hand seemed really, really funny, so I wanted to use it as quickly as possible. Okay, so there's the Lich King. Fun fact, if you play down the Lich King when it's Objection, it'll just make the board do his entry animation until the end of the game, which is actually kind of fun. Okay, what do we want to do? Let's use the Brawl. Have the multicaster in hand. We just need... Okay. I'm fine with that keeping itself alive. Out of all the options it could have been, that's the second best outcome. Okay, so they're just going to go face. Ooh, draw a card. Let's get rid of one of these. Ah, it could have been Oasis Ally. That was the third secret that I was forgetting it could have been. They drawing a card. Elemental. Got nothing else to do, so might as well put this down. Grab the Shield Shatter. That's 10 plus armor, because why not? Then we can gain an additional copy, and then pass the turn back. We could have also used the Forge in the Flames, but I'd rather actually get some use out of that card. There wasn't going to be any other case where we could. Shield Shatter. We did put that at the top of the deck. Let's just put this down, see what we can grab. The third Deadman hand. Not necessarily what I want. We aren't going to be able to do anything with those on the board, so we're just going to draw 3. Balin's cool. Rokara is also kind of cool. Especially if we can infinitely loop her. Just hero power and then pass turn back. 9 cards in hand, so I'm not too worried about it. We aren't going to burn anything. We're really just missing... Gotta love seeing exactly what I wanted to top deck. Ah, and we will be able to actually get Rokara. I don't know how much it's going to matter in the end because we're actually in an incredibly good position. We're at 60 HP. They can't target our minion. We basically turned off their hero power from killing any of our stuff. I do kind of wish Smite wasn't in our hand, to be honest. Okay, so they got our Raven or Lava Gorger. Let's use Deadman hand. Shuffle everything into our deck. And because we can do it again, could do it again here. Why not, right? And it's going to be all golden this time. Ooh, special. Valen. Smite. Multicaster. We can do it again for a third time in the same turn. Let's kill one of their minions. And then let's just armor up a little bit more. I mean, we could have kept doing the loop, but I don't want to loop too much because some of these cards are bricks now. Okay. That's not going to do what you want it to, buddy. They give up. Alright, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts with the deck. Overall, this deck was incredibly frustrating to play, mainly because it is incredibly difficult to play. However, it was incredibly fun to play when it actually went off. Most of the time, people are going to give up after the first or second shuffle of your infinite loop, and that's what makes this difficult so hard to actually pilot. There are going to be games where you're going to want to use as much removal tools before you start that loop as humanly possible, but then you end up running out of them by the time you actually do the loop, and then you just end up losing the game. This is the reason why I ended up going with Phelan over the Lich King in the end, because Phelan allows you to start to infinitely loop some colossal minions, which is a lot more high impact than relying on an end of turn effect. I did lose a lot of games to the fact that I either used a card a little bit too late or a little bit too early, which is the reason why I can't honestly recommend this deck unless you really want a challenging deck that can pull wins out of nowhere and annoy the hell out of your opponent that thinks they're going to actually win. And like always, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.